Hey guys, another modding video for you. I know you're probably getting tired of seeing the Antec case, but for some reason I just can't quit working on it. I keep finding new things that I want to do to it, and one thing that I do like about the case now is with all of the fans and stuff, we're getting great cooling, but without a fan controller in there, I have no way to adjust the fan speeds. So I either have to leave them all on low all the time and then pop like the front bezel off, take the side cover off to switch them to medium or high when I'm overclocking or doing some heavy gaming, and then switch them all back again when I want to just have it sitting on the desk because it's just too loud with all of the fans on high. So what we're going to do is take the stock Thermaltake controller, and we're going to mod it and mount it onto the case itself. So I'll show you a picture of what the stock Thermaltake controller looked like. Okay, and here it is after we have done some painting on it. We painted it with the black and went with the purple knobs to match the black-purple theme of the Antec. And what I'm going to do is probably mount it right on the top of the case where the tray is for accessories, and that way I think it'll be easy to access and should look pretty good up there. I'll set it up there and show you what I mean. Okay, it's going to be set up something like this, where we're going to angle it upward to make it easy to get at the knobs, but still be free of our USB connectors and power and reset and stuff, so that it won't block it. So I'll take this off of here. What we're going to have to do is make some mounts in here to mount it with, and also cut a hole to run all the wires through for the fans themselves to run them to the controller. I'm thinking about doing it underneath the pad here. That way, if I ever decide I want to take it back off, I can simply remove the mounts, remove the wires, and then lay the pad back down, and you won't even know it was ever modified. I like to kind of think ahead when I'm doing these mods, just in case I want to change something in the future, or maybe even I want to sell the case to somebody and maybe they don't like that setup, they want to, do something different. But anyway, we're going to get to removing this top cover and see what we can do to start cutting the holes for it and making the mounts for it. Okay, as you can see, we had to remove the top cover here to drill the holes and make our mounts for the fan controller itself. I also drilled a couple of 5/8 holes through the metal chassis, so that once we get it lined up here, that we're going to run our wires through there for the fans. So I already made the mounts for the fans themselves. I'm letting them, I put a little paint on them, waiting for them to dry. And as I mentioned before, I wanted to do it all on the bottom, because if we do decide in the future we want to do something different, I can simply just throw the pad over it. You wouldn't even know that we had done any modifications to it. So it's a nice way to set it back the way you had it in case something changes, you decide you want to do something different with it, or maybe make some changes in the front instead. We nicked up the paint a little bit here. I'm going to touch that up before we mount the controller on there, but before I started running wires and stuff, I just wanted to give you an idea of how we're doing this, and then I'll show you the mounts themselves once they're dry. Okay, moving forward on the project, you can see we have the mounts in right now. I painted them purple to match some of the other accessories onto the case. It's all firmly mounted. We got our holes drilled. I ran all my wires up here. They're all nice and short, not going to be in the way there. And now I'm just getting on to the hours of cable management that I'll have to do to make up for stripping all the wires for the fans. So once I get this all done, we'll see how it looks. Okay, we have the cables wrapped up about as good as I can get them for now. I really like Antec cases, which is obvious because that's why I work on this one so much. I really like their sturdy design and stuff of them. But, if they could have spent 5 minutes thinking of cable management on their cases, it would have made everything so much nicer. These are such a hard case to try to get any cables run in and try to get your side covers on, but overall they're a good case. I don't know if the 1200s are like that also, but the 900s are just a bugger. Okay, we have it all back together, up and running again. See the fan controller on it. These are color coded depending on the speeds. We can crank them all up to high, or mediums are green. But most of the time I'm just going to leave it on low for when I'm reading emails, you know, just browsing the web, stuff like that. Even light gaming, low is quite enough to keep it cool. But I think it came out pretty good. It adds a little more light to the case and gives me some functionality. So you can really tell the difference when you crank the fans up. So that's going to be nice to have it quiet when I don't need it roaring all the time. But that's going to do it for this mod. I hope you guys found it interesting and maybe it inspired you to do some changes on your case. And believe it or not, I still have about 2 more mods I plan on doing on this case, so stay tuned for them, and we'll get to them sometime in the near future. So thanks for watching.